Oh, by the way, I can play that song. Since we are in this era. I want to play that song since we are in this era. Where is it? Thank you very much to the guy that sent me this song. You still think you'll be president of Zambia? Somebody is asking me, do you still think you'll be president of Zambia? My brother, that is a big question. And of course, I have all the confidence that one day, I will lead Zambia. But it is not at all cost. It is not something that preoccupies my mind to say, I must be. That is not the ultimate goal. For me, I know I will be one day. I know I will be. But today, tonight, as I sit here, as I go about my activities, my political activities, it is not my preoccupation. I must be. No, it is not my obsession to be president. No. It is not. I know I will be. Of course, with the grace of God, because leadership comes from God. So, I think I will be. I think God has been molding me, preparing me for that time. Presidency is not cheap. I've seen how in Zambia it's like all men want to become presidents. I was looking at, have you seen this list at Shani? At the Council of Leaders. Council of Leaders, there is a pool of people who want to become president. There is a pool with people that I never thought, they would be vying for presidency, but they are in the race. I was shocked to see names such as Yusuf Dodia, Neo Simtani, and I don't know properly about that council of leaders. I saw something like now they have chosen Kapembo Simbao. I think I saw something like that. Maybe somebody would, if you have reliable information, not if you have tola, reliable information, maybe you would help us, to understand about that council of leaders. I don't know if they sat, if they had a conference, and then they chose a leader, somebody who is supposed to contest the elections this year, council of leaders. There is that at council of leaders. Then there is also this group, this alliance, kavena Fred Membe, umuri navena Washinono, Bob Sichinga, then na Bambi. Then we have this other group now, the PF disgruntled. The PF disgruntled nabo given Ruvinda navena Makebi Zuru navena hapa. Then we have Ukubrani Munduwira. Parliament presidential candidates. There are so many, but I'm telling you that I will never step up as a presidential candidate unless I am ready. Unless I am ready. At the moment, some of you like to say, hey, why don't you talk about your political party? Forget it. I'm not going to come here and talk about my political party. For what? For what? We are not ready. We are not ready. But Economic and Equity Party, it's there. The party is there. And we may all be like we are in exile. Even those members of Economic and Equity Party who are within the country, they may be like we are wandering in the wilderness. But there will come a time when we will come together and we will be able to, move forward. I say move forward, not to push forward, but move forward. So you need preparation. You need a good preparation before you step up and say, yeah, here I am. Most of these people, by the way, I even forgot the Johnson. I mean, I don't know. I'm a politics quite chamber sometimes. The way I see politics, politics is like a drug, whereby you become confused. Watch double so, and you just become confused. I mean, people that one would have thought that but politics, the way they just come out, you just like, what's going on? John Sangwa. I mean, John Sangwa is I respect that man for goodness sake. I really respect that man. But now when I'm telling you politics, walonesha mamdala nishvarechita ba John Sangwa. Like, of course, I've said that leadership comes from God. So you really never know who God chooses. One thing I believe is that, yes, we can all have ambitions, but to step in that position, to have that power, you need the grace of God. You need the grace of God. For you to step in there, you need the grace of God. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, I mean, from my human perspective, when I look at John Sangwa, ili ama politics then kalaka group karati at a council of leaders or aloresha na vena. What's going on here? We saw people kwa asalosha wa mdala wa Fred Membe nishile chitikapa but given to be a man, I mean, who I had so much respect for, who I admired so much, but papa mdala na vena vadi ruba na fie uyu Makebi Zulu is the West. Makebi Zulu is the West amongst all of them. He is the West. He is the West. It's not that because I know some of you you support him, and some of you think that no, at one point I will just jump out and turn against Saka in the Ichilema and go for brand Mundubire. Tefon bomba. Brand Mundubire is my friend, and I must admit, at least ule Monica Kofi at na para kofi apa. U pale kofi ule Monica at na firon doroka kofi. Mundubire file Monica at na firon doroka ko. File Monica at na firon doroka ko. But ababa shalaba kwangala ba Makebi. And some of you have been saying that no, why do you always talk about Makebi? Why do you always talk about Makebi? Makebi has put you under pressure. Imwe tamtonton kanya bwino mutonton kanya bwino mwike mutonton kanyefe. How can Makebi Zulu put me under pressure? How can Makebi Zulu put me under pressure? Makebi Zulu is a non-entity. He's a non-entity, Makebi Zulu. He has no political ounce to put any pressure on anyone in Zambia. Makebi Zulu. He has no political ounce to put any pressure on anyone in Zambia, let alone Chilufetayari, because let's face it again, Naimwe. Muzambia, I'm a political heavyweight. Nganafi sunkanya, fila sunkana. Nganafi sunkanya, fila sunkana. Tapari wingambita Muzambia mudia. Ukufumia pofiyaka inde Ichilema. Tapari wingambita Muzambia. Tapari wingambita. There is no one. If really the way I know how to prepare, because really for me, if I'm to step up to say apa, let me step up. Number Chilufetayari running for presidency. Mdala preparedness kuchimwatamba. Kutamba first kuimwana vet but zono you, because strategy epo yava. I know what is required. Ababonsa balesa ina chamba chileva kola chamba chama politics. Chamba chama politics chileva kola ukwa tibale kisana step forward to say balifoko bakateka. They have no clue what it takes for you to be to ascend to that position. They have no clue. They have no clue whatsoever. They have no clue. But in a muntu, if I were just at mba no mbapa, Chilufetayari engiremu ndala. Preparedness fye muntu andi. Eko ndefu moko kumfu fe nikankungo ile isa ni monsoon. No tiawa bali nsaba ida kwangalo ku. Mukalafu mamona mavotsi 1-2 1-2 iyobe newa kashibobe ngawashuka na bakashibobe bakuvotera no manga wakwata wakashinga bakashibanda bashivota ni 1 vamwe mukaladda bo hana mukuvota wasanga tawivotere na wemwi tapari wingambita Muzambia tapari kumira bechinka tapari. There is no political leader that can beat me in Zambia, given what it takes. All things being equal, kandarama ni nkwata. Kandarama ni nkwata kandarama. Kandarama fieka shupa muntu andi kandarama. It is just a matter of resources. Because politics, you need resources. Not two ways about it. You need resources. given the resources, yera mananikana ama resources bamembe bonaula, ama resources bamembe bonaula, yera ama resources bamembe bakwata bamefika yafachawe, ama resources ineni nkwata tayari ingiramu nakulabika mu ama resources iwe ingiramu ama resources ayo. Mwirangala imwe mwirangala tinami butausha kuti mwabutauka kwati niwakapanga mumupya. Tapali wingambita tapali ni nani nimbonala bamdala balankane bamdala ba KBF nabo balesa baira nabo but chamba politics chikali ma politics. I'm telling you, muntu fyo mtunturu vezo ngaingira ve ma politics kupena kuba ve imbimbi ati mundu vile can beat you kuisa teti kuti maiwe mundu vile kuisa takudi tetambite mundu vile tetambite mundu vile teti kuti namuvyala one time so mundu vile iwe tapali wingambita mzambia, tapali wingambita politically ninkwataka ngwe tapali wingambita ninkwataka ngwe tapali nobody can beat me niwansawa niwangwele ma politics niwangwele they don't even know. They don't even know the left and the right. They don't know. Basangwa. Hey, mukashiminkisha, mukapapa. How in our council of leaders? Bakapembo Simba, ni wanani bakapembo Simba? Who is kapembo Simba? If it is true indeed, okay, even among those, when I looked at the names, namonako Sakwiba Skota, these people, they don't even have political foresight, to identify who can be a leader. If there is anybody, if I'm to just touch ukupango muntu, apart from Munduvire, because Munduvire, okay, stands out from me. He stands out the top. When I'm not there, Munduvire stands out top. Of course, we are talking about where Hakainde Hichilema is not existing. But with Hakainde Hichilema there, forget Hakainde Hichilema is on top, is president already, forget it. But ukufunyapo Hakainde Hichilema, we start talking about this. Okay, Munduvire stands out top. Next would be Sakwiba Skota for me. Ukupanga mupango muntu mutungiriro muntu, somebody who can be president and make sense. Sakwiba Skota. But I was very shocked, I mean, these others are coming up. Ukumyafe umuntu fyo mutunturu ingapangikati uyu leader. Sakwiba Skota. Then now our since the only Women's Day, Women's Day. But Shalakateka nabo, she's another good leader. But Shalakateka. Then now Tibananya Godfrida Sumaidi. Now she's another good leader. She's another good leader. But nothing. So political heavyweight Muzambia, apart from Hakainde Hichilema, given all things being equal, I can beat them big time. I can beat them. So kuruwana feel then at Makebi Zulu. Hey, urende pali Makebi Zulu. Makebi Zulu is nothing. Ero Makebi Zulu taka na ballot paper. Makebi Zulu would not even have a chance to collect one vote for himself. Mungu mfuikishe, Makebi Zulu will not even have a chance to collect one vote for himself because he will not be on the ballot. Ngawa pa ballot Makebi Zulu nishba UPND mwalishishita. Nishba UPND mwalishishita chine. It is not about Makebi Zulu ukuwina. It is about the respect of elections. The respect for our country. It will be insult us to look at Makebi Zulu being on the ballot, on our ballot papers, printed with taxpayers' money, Makebi Zulu Opwadi. You are not patriotic. You would not be patriotic to allow Makebi Zulu to be on the ballot. Don't talk about the rights. Yes, we all have the rights to contest and whatever. But, I mean, why are some of us in exile? Don't I have a right to be in Zambia? I have a right to be in Zambia. But I've found myself here. Because of, if you like, I mean, my activities, what I've done, I've ended up here. So even him, it is about what he has done. Makebi Zulu is responsible for the situation in which we are, where Ichitumbi Chabalungu, we have failed to bring it to Zambia, and we have not buried. And some of you like to say, but I know. I will open phone lines and you hear Precious talking. Hey, don't talk about Makebi. Don't talk about Ichitumbi. No, whether you like it or not, Chitumbi Chabalungu, it is a government property. Whether you like it or not, it is a government property. When you become a president, you become an institution. You become an institution forever. You become an institution forever. When Edgar Lungu stepped up to accept being president of Zambia, he accepted, he relinquished that position to say, hey, I'm the father, hey, I'm the husband, whatever, hey, next of kin. That is nonsense. That is nonsense. And once you speak out of ignorance. You speak out of ignorance, not understanding statecraft. You cannot talk about a guy that was president and say, no, the family. That is nonsense. That is nonsense. That man, the moment he became president of the Republic of Zambia, he became a state institution. No more Alele Muchitumbi, no more Alele is a former head of state. You cannot take back that. You cannot. Who buried Mugabe? Who buried Mugabe? First of all, we are not in Zimbabwe. We are in Zambia. We are in Zambia. Who buried Mugabe? Mugabe, he was buried wherever he was buried. But bari weshe chitumbi. Tawa ishbat bari weshe chitumbi. Tawa ishbat bari shikule chitumbi. Valeta kuna nikane. Where government wanted. That is the nonsense we don't want. That is the nonsense we don't want. Some of us who are talking, that is the nonsense we don't want. So that nonsense of saying, no, let the family decide. The family has not decided to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. Get that cleared in your heads. The family has not decided to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. Because the burial in South Africa is temporal. The burial in South Africa is temporal. Fiapusana na situation ile yako bati yo trefo achetu shikire kumushikumi Yesu. You see, there is a difference. The situation of Edgar Lungu is different from that situation whereby, like Kiraba Kaunda walefwa. Kaunda wanted to be buried at his farm next to the wife. Or, like we have seen in some instances, some people prefer to be buried in their home village. Fiapusana, there is a difference here. With Edgar Lungu, it is not about burying. Edgar Lungu tabaye batu bamushike. They are not burying. And he won't say, Mwebaland, that no, they want to bury in South Africa. They want to bury in South Africa. You are misusing the term burying. You are misusing it. You are misusing it because Edgar Lungu, they have not said he will be buried. They want to keep the body in the soil in South Africa. They just want to transfer it. For them to come and remove that body and bring it to Zambia when Hakainde Hichilema is no longer president. So put these things in context. Put these things in context. Edgar Lungu Tabeva, no, let's bury him in South Africa and that's it. No. They say let's put him in the soil. Let's put him underground. After Mapo, then we'll go and exhume that body and bring it to South Africa. Kushikoko. Kushikoko. Even if Fred member, le komu no beya tushe, le komu no beya tushe, Bushirungu. Anyway, Ndara, what's going on? Everyone there and that man politics see. Abantu wala confused. Aya tushe kuisa imo ba Fred member, aya tushe kuisa mwadishwa kwa ati ukushika kwa South Africa te kushika iyo. Kusunga fye, babike umubiri mumushiri. Then at the right time, is that what you are supporting? Why do you want to have a partial burial, a temporal burial? It is a temporal burial. It is not a permanent burial. No, he's not going to be buried there. He's not going to tusha there. He's not going to rest in peace. He will be in exile. He will be in exile. But why should Edgar Lungu be in exile when, the country is saying, let him come back. We want him to be buried here. Why? Why? So, let them bury, according to the family. No. It is not like ngamunela that yo bai bamushike kuna nikani katushinga ngani kupeta uke kulia mdala afu mana ina because na ina mdala taishi kwa buno buno katushinga nikwisha kulia afu makulia ngemulela that yes bai bamushike in his home village. It is understandable. But you are talking about yo first bamushike muna nikani then haka inde ichile manga afu mapo. Surely is that right for you people? Nanguni unkosa mitwe nangu kupata haka inde ichilema because icha wapo lupatelo wako haka inde ichilema. Those of you who support that no, Edgar Lungu should be buried there temporarily in South Africa, lupatelo wako haka inde ichilema mwakwata. Because impediment mwebati ni haka inde ichilema. Haka inde ichilema ngafu mapo, then tukalete chitumbi. Haka inde ichilema ngaiwa titasangweko, then tukalete chitumbi. So you just fan the hatred against Hakainde Ichilem. But surely, is that okay? Is that okay? It is not. Is that okay in your mind? Is that okay? No, no, I need to talk about this and I'll keep talking about it. And I told you, I will never stop talking about Chitumbi Chawa Lungu. Mpaka tukachilete Muzambia, bake seshika Muzambia. That is my interest. And why? Because I'm a patriot. Because I know that a former head of state cannot rest in another country. Not even me. Not even me. Because I'm also a state asset. Not even me who has never been a president. If today I would fall down and, stop breathing, you can't leave me here. You can't leave me here. Even Hakainde Hichilema cannot leave me here. If you do that, then you are being irresponsible. Me, I'm a citizen of Zambia with a political influence. I've never been in government, but I've got political influence. The day that I will fall down, there is no way the Zambian government will say, Mushikeni Ukokwini. There is no way. There is no way. Even this government here, if one day I stop breathing, I'm here. Even this government will say, no, take him back. Take him back. Even the South African government doesn't want Edgar Lungu there. Now, even the South African government doesn't want Edgar Lungu there. They don't want him. They know he's a former head of state. They know he has to be buried in Zambia. They have said it as a government. Even the courts, even the judges, they have said it that no, this man must be buried in his country as a former head of state. nomba imu mwaikaliza fo lupato lwako HH yo mpaka HH akafumeko. Some of you even consider, no, Bushe, why can't he just step away? What nonsense is that? What nonsense is that? What nonsense is that? No, no, he should not be there. He should not preside. Eno mwamba no kuleta mbono ubuloshi. Ubuloshi wa mumito mumienu. Akaka kanani kane ka Bavaria. Kali kwata amano ya munanikane ya kumufulira aya buloshi akuitunga nyo buloshi. Chira bushiku kasika posta if ya buloshi. Yo apagarera ndadio bali bagonge emishishi. Iwe imishishi shanshi. Imishishi shanshi. For what? For what? Yo, bale bati, bale fwaya, haka inde ichilema, haka wena body, murumu kuisa for what finshi. Haka inde ichilema has got no business na chitumbi chenu. Haka inde ichilema has got no business na chitumbi chenu. He has got no business whatsoever. What is at stake is about the state. It is about the state. It is not about HH, no. Any president who would have been there, he would have been fighting the same way HH is doing it. And we are even mentioning HH because he's the head of state. That's it. Other than that, HH has no business. No, HH is the president. You don't realize. HH beat Edgar Lungu when he was alive. When he was in State House, he beat him. HH hammered Edgar Lungu when he was alive. When he was in State House, he hammered him. With over 1 million votes, he hammered him. So, I mean, why should HH be bothered about Edgar Lungu? Why? Munjebeko, why? Why will HH be bothered about chitumbi chakwa Lungu? Why? Uwobulo shimulela ndobo. HH ngari kwa tobulo shiwo. Ngamu chaire ili wadi mu State House, ili wadi mu opposition. Ngeri wa mchaire Edgar Lungu. Ngeri wa mchaire. I mean, HH ale pona 5 times. Ngari wonfyo bulo shinga. If at all, wobulo shiwo numulela ndapobo. Ngeko bwaba, na HH ali bukwata ali bubiriva mo. Ngamu chaire ili wadi mu opposition. Nomba fisha la mu chaire, pali inunshita. HH ali mu State House. Takuli na opposition. HH ale pita. Echo alamu fuwaila. Ala fuwaila chitumbi chenu chinshi. Lekeni ukusavaila. Don't bring issues which are not there. If man omwakwate fia backwardness, if ya bulo shisha nchan fienu ifyo. Don't think that all of us will believe in that nonsense. We don't believe in such nonsense. I in particular don't believe in such nonsense. And the HH also said it. That he doesn't believe in Fiabulo Shifenu. HH said, he said, I don't believe in that crap. I don't believe in that crap. So fiancé Musaba ila fienu. Fiancé Musaba ila fienu. What is at stake? What is at stake here is simply that Makebi Zulu has manipulated va Esther Lungu. That imwede muka kuzambia muka kakwa. That is the real issue here. Not if you are Wuloshi, not if Finchi. Makebi Zulu has manipulated va Esther Lungu, believing that even if you go to Zambia, you will be arrested. You will be in jail. That is what Makebi Zulu has done. He has manipulated va Esther to say, Imanga mwaku Zambia mukakakwa. And that's why they are holding on. Ba Esther batino kukakwa. Ngana yaku Zambia nkayakakwa. Meanwhile, Uyu Makebi Zulu, he is getting a political recognition. Today we are talking about Makebi Zulu because of Chitumbi. It is not about Makebi Zulu. Makebi Zulu is a failure. He is politically impotent. Makebi Zulu. Politically impotent. He is nothing. Makebi is nothing. Uku Tarifyoko is nothing. He is nothing, Makebi Zulu. He was a minister. He was a member of parliament. Member of parliament. He was member of parliament. He was even a minister. He failed. I played this nachimposera poka video aka. Mushita mwachika ka video aka. Nachimposera poka video kankachitento anikane futi. Nachimposera poka video. Makebi Zulu. Uyo musaba idati yo shan. Makebi Zulu.
Eastern Province Minister Makebi Zulu was also caught, but Lundazi president denied him, saying he has never visited them before.
Vamukana Makebi Zulu. Atimpamvu.
Makebi Zulu, the provincial minister.
You hear? People protesting.
Disappointed with what he heard.
The reason why I'm here today is
And Edgar Lungu was there.
People don't go back to the people who elected them. This provincial minister is supposed to have visited this place.
You see?
He directed the Eastern Province Minister Makebi Zulu to be visiting all the districts in Eastern Province so that he knows what is going on.
Now I'm directing him here publicly to follow up this matter so that the matter reaches here and this matter is sorted out. They don't even see here. I can fire this man, but I can't fire this man.
But that is a situation. This is the Makebi Zulu that you say, no, Makebi Zulu. Even mweba musupport, I hope munadia bwino. I hope ala milisha bwino. Because Makebi Zulu is a product that cannot be sold. So I hope for the advert that you do for him, I hope you are paid well. Because you advertise a product that has already been rejected. Makebi Zulu is a product that has already been rejected. He was a member of parliament. And the people rejected him. He lost an election in Malambo constituency. Then number 2, he was minister. And here we have people not recognizing him. And they're saying, they are refusing him. With Edgar Lungu standing next to him. So, Ofo Mwaranje Wati, what are you going to convince me with? Even Mwewe ni Mwewa Landa. What do you sell about Makebi Zulu? What do you sell? What did you have to sell about Makebi Zulu? What do you have to sell? What do you have to sell about Makebi Zulu? Mutu mama fonya pamunjeve. What is there to sell in Makebi Zulu? Politically is nothing. So, talking about him, Mulandwa Chitumbi. But then, even besides that, the guy is very bad. Kali kwa tomu timobi because inena alikeshi bakalaka muntu. Kali kwa tomu tima, he has got a bad heart. Very callous, that man. Very callous. Look, I know, nalikuwa tanankwe history. Ine history yandipo na isheka mwena chaka kama muntu kabyo mutima. It is the way bakwe kwenye umukaramba wandi mutembo nchito. But if bamkwe kwenye how brutal they were. They were so brutal. Na alikeshi baka muntu waka. Then nabape ni pachitumbi. Imwe, who takes advantage of Chitumbi? Who takes advantage of Chitumbi? Some of you are so naive, you still say, no, he's just a hired. It's just a hired quiz. Is Makebi Zulu still a lawyer? He's now a presidential candidate. Even you can't see how naive can you be not to see that Yumuntu is using Chitumbi. Who uses chitumbi cha muntu wachisunga mu fridge 9 months wachisunga and you go campaigning? If we bari ngati washika ninshi Makebi Zulu pafita political life yakwe yashimanga koloboi mumpepo ninshi yashima. So Makebi Zulu has to keep this issue ya chitumbi going on, and he has instilled fear muriba Estalungu, because this is what they do. This is what they do. They really instill fear even in muri inefo barechita. Uyu muntu mubi sana, haka inde mubi sana, haka inde ichire mataka kwerere, yawe teja kwerere, haka inde ichire maka kukaka. Teka jeni fie. Haka inde ichire muntu fie. Na wali kwa tomutima ngaboni sefe nga imwe bene ali kwa tomutima. And muntu wansefe na ngushichibe shani, kwa libo wanakiwe mitima. How many people have been forgiven in that country? People that embezzled, people that stole government money. They have been left off the hook, so to say. They have been left off the hook. There are a number of them. Just like the team tampo kubalumbula machine at cheat. But there are a lot of them. Not if you mulanda fatio, abatonga wala berela. They are there. Look around. You will see them. They are people that were arrested. They are people that were given warning and caution. They were people that even went to Kumakoti. But government engaged them. So, filamulanda mukosere lafi, haka inde ichirema nikoso mtima, haka inde ichirema, haka inde ichirema na uine muntu alomfwa. So, even ama stories yaba Estalungu, naba lungu, if presented properly, engaged with the haka inde ichirema would listen. But Makebi Zulu cannot tell that to the Lungu family. Makebi Zulu instead, he instilled fear in them. And I'm telling you, similarly, even me, they were instilling fear in me. Uyu muntu uyu. No. I don't want to start discussing my relationship with Hakainde Hichilema now. I don't want to discuss that. But all I can tell you is that Hakainde Hichilema muntu, he listens. Not what they tell you. How you want to movie? If you look around, you will see the evidence about what I'm talking about. You will see the evidence. I don't want just to dampen krumbulo you. But if you look around, mwalaba monate, but uli alikwete Mirandu. Uli alikwete Mirandu. Na ba GBM. Because ba GBM ngachakwa HH Terela. GBM, I can mention GBM because I was one of those people who was talking about GBM. Bali kusa GBM. Bali mu Jobeki, bali jive. Bali mu Jobeki, bali jive. Vengi. So, if you come mule consider, awe. You muntu. Mula reflect na kuline. Leave me. You don't know my relationship with Hakainde Hichilema. So, for now, leave me. Don't come to me and start telling me, hey, Hichilema, hey, Taka Kwerere. Even if you talk like this, Hichilema will not forgive you. You don't know my relationship with Hakainde Hichilema today. You don't know. And I'm not going to start discussing, no, I'm not going to do that. Out of responsibility, I'm not going to do that. But I am saying it and I want to insist that all those of you, who they want to instill fear in you, Shan, don't believe them. Don't believe them when they tell you, Hakainde Hichilema move you mutima. Don't believe them. If you want to reach out to Hakainde Hichilema, just reach out. Find a way to reach out and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised by this person that they have been demonizing to say, no, move you mutima. So if you have a real issue abapo apa yakwe tiyo vaesta lungu vakakakwa, and so let us insist. And Makebi Zulu, he playing around with the people around Balabadina Edgar Lungu. Balabadina Edgar Lungu, he plays around with their minds to say he can be president. But Vale Ibe Pafi. Vale Ibe Pafi. You have seen Karaka group, a group of failures. Abadina Edgar Lungu. Eva Shinguluka na Makebi Zulu. It is a bunch of failure. Makebi Zulu has gathered a bunch of failure. And this is the difference, if you have seen it. The difference between Makebi Zulu and Brian Mundubire. Brian Mundubire is surrounded by people that succeeded in elections. Makebi Zulu is surrounded by his fellow failures. If you see Makebi Zulu, you will see he's surrounded by all those that failed. And those are the people that were manipulating by Edgar Lungu. Those are the people that were manipulating by Edgar Lungu. Those are the people because they are failures. And Lungu are for, but still they are holding on Kuchitumbi because in themselves, on their own, they are failures. Makebi Zulu on his own is a failure. The people that surround him, they are all failures. That is why you have even seen Tasila Lungu, because Tasila succeeded in an election. That's why she's with Mundubiri. That's why she's with Mundubiri. Awachta succeed. Those who succeeded, they have seen the nonsense of Makebi Zulu. But failures. Those who have been manipulating Edgar Lungu, they are the ones who are with Makebi Zulu. And you think he will go anywhere? You think he has got a political future? You surround yourself with failures, your fellow failures. Fellow failures, they are together. At least because it's those people that succeeded. They keep insisting, and this is what brings me to the issue of Munir Zulu. Munir Zulu, congratulations. You went through it. You are out. I think from my perspective, what I will tell you, the first thing is that Balungu was very close to you. I think it will be very good to go and, pay your last respect to Balungu. But the unfortunate part is that, where are you going to pay the last respect? If Balungu was properly buried, by now you would have gone to put a flower, per Embassy Park on his graveyard. But now, ukayavika pesa maluba pamochari, ukayavika pesa maluba pamochari. This is the predicament in which Uyuma Lukula has put us in. This is the predicament that he has put us in. So, but nonetheless, I know you were close. Nava Nikan, Nava Lungu, Nava Esther. I know you are like a son. Kuliba Esther Lungu. I know you are like a son, Kuliba Esther Lungu. Go. And when you go there, don't go with the bitterness that Makebi Zulu has had. Don't go with the bitterness. I know going through prison is not easy. But that is political life. Prison is part of our life. If you go in politics, going into prison should not be a surprise. Political life is like that. You spent a year. Others have spent more than that. Others spent years in prison. If we have a political life, but don't hold that grudge. Don't hold that bitterness. I like what you said. To say small hearts do not forgive, but big hearts forgives. And I hope you will be able to forgive. I hope you'll be able to move on, because your future really doesn't lies in continuing fighting Hakainde Hichilema. No. Hakainde Hichilema is in State House already. And once you go in State House, the next thing is to go out. I don't know how long he's going to be there, but eventually you go out. Now, why do you want to fight a guy that is already there? I mean, let's just support him. And on the other side, we can be there. Who knows? Let's just support him. He's already there. Let's just support Hakainde Hichilema. He's already there. It is actually progressive for us to support Hakainde Hichilema. It is progressive. It is not retrogressive. It is good for our country. It is good for ourselves. It is good for Hakainde Hichilema. So everybody wins. Mwina mwana kwa hii position ni not taking ya upuba. This position of me supporting Hakainde Hichilema, everybody wins. Everybody wins. I support Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema wins. He succeeds in his presidency. I support Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema helps the country to move out of its economic doldrums. The Zambian people and the country wins. I support Hakainde Hichilema. I can comfortably sit here, even if I'm out here, but I can comfortably sit here and go online and drink my cup of tea. I can even go and nalala, natolala na kuskulu, whatever. I'm at peace. I am at peace. I am okay. So everybody wins in this position. Everybody wins. Some of you, shani. Some of you, you even ask to my help here and there. I'm able to help you. When I will come in the country, it will even be worse. I will even help you more because I'm supporting Hakainde Hichilema. But if I'm fighting Hakainde Hichilema, even panonjikere kuti na tilimbala ponya chibomu. Kuti na tilimbikwala ufumo muntu kwa temba. You see? Na ti inde mwapano tetinji wino iyo. Na nguni kuzambia ngana isa. Tetinji kare wino iyo. But I'm coming back to Zambia and I'll be fine. So, this position is a winning position. It's a winning position. Those of you who think this is a best position. And this is a position that I would encourage Munir Zulu to take. This is a position that I would encourage Munir Zulu to take. You can't fight a sitting president and succeed. You can't. You just can't. You will just create more problems for yourselves. So if you come out here and you start talking and what, Hakainde Hichilema is still around. He is still around. Ayama elections, he's winning again. Hakainde Hichilema is winning. 2026 is decided already. 2026 is decided. Hakainde Hichilema is winning. So even if you don't like him, or even if you have got to my shan, I will tell you, I'm speaking openly. You would rather respect yourself and be reasonable. Be reasonable. I'm telling you, Munir Zulu, this is this. And I'm saying this because people were asking me, no, say something. No, advise Munir Zulu. The best advice I can give Munir Zulu is that don't come out gun blazing and whatever. Tion for jelly boy. You are still young. You have got a long life ahead. But our tomorrow is mostly dependent on what we do today. If you engage in bitterness, if you engage, trying to be, fighting and be the Atishani, be the Joseph, Ma politics yalijupa. Mu Bible fila mfika wino. But in real life of politics, it's not easy to be that Joseph. Hey, Joseph. Yadi kama ma politics. Ma politics awe temwa kuletelele chinseni nati yo. Mu Bible. Yeah. So for me, really, that is my advice. That Munir Zulu, you have got a long life ahead of you. You are still young. You are even far much younger than me, and yet I also have a future. I have hope. Nomba iwe official defect cricket. Awe. Yara kava, yara kosa, and you don't want that. So for now, me, I would really urge you that, don't be excited. Don't let these people use you. These people use us. They use us, but we are the ones to face the consequences. In a way, they used me. And at the end of the day, I'm the one who is out here. I'm the one who has to struggle. And all those who are cheering me up, hey, go, they are nowhere. None of those people that were cheering me, including Makebi Zuruwin, they are not there. I'm here, going through challenges, struggling here and there. They are not there. When you were in prison, it was you who was in prison. It was your family that suffered. And really, I congratulate you. You are a man. Because some of us say for Tutina, Tejere Tutina. Echo Tutina, like me, it is my family. Trust me. On my own, I mean, what is jail? I have gone through life. I've gone through tough life. Jail is not a problem. I can be in jail 10 years. I can be in jail for the rest of my life. It is not a problem. Jail is not a problem. I've been in jail a number of times, though I've not been convicted, but a number of times. And those times that I've been in jail, ask them if I've ever had problems. No. I can live anywhere. No. Nothing. I'm not a coward. Muntuandi, the life that, even to be where I am, you are, unfortunately, you are even my namesake. You wouldn't. Ine amekaluisha. Na di kuno na isa. Paka vati nishenjisange kuno. Paka vati nisa, omona pichire mwingi. Kirikiti. Mwingi omona pichire. Mwingi. But I managed. I was here. Mwambo kusabaile, abakashmove. Hey, your children. Abakashbantina wala loko. Hey, abana uyokia wandi. Na lala. Apaso alana kuskulu nombali nefi. Alana kuskulu. Iskulu na wedi suma wino sana wino. Iskulu maskulu ya kuno na yena ya kadi. Can you imagine iskulu ya kwati umwana kuskulu. Alekomba kwa kuskulu bamitumina video. Fia chila chitika fiance. Iskulu ili sumedia endelela. Abana bandi, those children, your children. Umbi ukale bomba ni engineer. Ale bomba. Umbi nao alipa campus. Alipa university. Alipa university. So my children are okay. And if there is anything that made me to say, no, Munir, I commend him. I really commend him. I commend him because he was in prison and he managed to keep his family. That is not easy. It is not easy. For me, what I think of is my family. Whilst I've been here, I've been able, I've continued to be with my family. I've continued to be providing for my family. Ni hand to mouth, and I need to look after my children. I need to look after my family. Ngana ingira ukansungira abana nani? So your courage yako bati yo njingire fe munani kana yo, even you have finished njingire vakandonge vandonga 3 years. Who is going to look after my children? Hey. No ways. That is my issue. It is not about me fearing prison. No. Anyway, I think naturanda sana katwambe kana mafoni kwa papeno. Uyale tumasana. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Tayari.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Tayari. For me, I feel like, first of all, even if you have the desire to join politics in Zambia, even if you have the desire to, contest for a parliamentary seat, I feel like it's hard, especially with the UPND being in power, because number one, the UPND is a government that has completely destroyed the politics of Zambia. First of all, let me give you an example. Between the two political figures in Zambia is Blan Munduvile and Makebi Zulu. Let's forget about Bahari Kalava, Fred Membe, forget about those guys. But now the UPND, what they have done is they are looking at these two guys, Blan Munduvile and Makebi Zulu, and then it is upon them to choose whom they want to contest with in the August election. So they are looking at Makebi Zulu. Should we give a space for Makebi Zulu to contest an election?
Get to the point. You are boring me with your useless analysis. So get to the point nonetheless.
Okay, I'm going to get to the point. I'm going to get the point. Just give me 1 minute or 2 minutes.
1 minute.
So they have looked at these guys. Yeah, they have looked at these guys. They have chosen to go with Blan Munduvile. They can never allow Makebi Zulu to be on the ballot because Makebi Zulu is the biggest threat to them. And Makebi Zulu, the area he realized that he cannot appear on the ballot paper, the better for him. Because at the end of the day, he would rather go and join Munduvile so that he can at least, be in politics. After the August election, if Makebi Zulu is not going to be on the ballot paper, Makebi Zulu is done in the political space. You see, if you're going to talk about parliament today, little things like talking on behalf of the
get to the point. You don't understand now. Otherwise,
they are going to suspend you. They suspended Binwampu. Just
hello.
Hello, this is Miji. I'm calling from Deke Township here in Dola.
Yes, Miji. Get to the point and don't talk too long, like the other guy.
One, but Fred Membe deserves to be arrested for making that careless statement. There is no way you can be saying that Fred Membe. We all know why the Lungu family have run away from Zambia and holding on to the body of Edgar Lungu. Because of the charges, they fear to be jailed once they come here. Even Esther, when she comes here, she has a lot of issues to answer. For just holding on to that body, she must be made to account for that. Even the sister, for insulting Mulilo Kavesha, she'll be made to account for that. Already there is a case here in Zambia going on where a woman decided to keep the body of the husband in the house after the husband died. She was jailed. So what is the difference by Esther Lungu? Thank you, Chirufia.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please. Hello?
To make contribution as well on what you have talked about. So the thing is, the politicians, when they are joining politics, like you have said, I think they get drunk. It's like they get drugged. They don't really get to understand what it takes to be in politics, what is involved in there, what they have to forgo once they join politics. And it's unfortunate that even the educated people, they don't really take time to understand what is involved in whatever they are getting themselves into. Like, for instance, I just learned recently that even ministers, they have a burial site. So you will be shocked to know that some people don't know that when they die, whether former or current, they will be buried at Memorial Park. They have a burial site. So people should really know that once you join politics, they should read, they should understand that some things you forgo. In the same way, our former president, Mr. Edgar Chagwa, the family should have known that the moment he just became president, he had to forgo certain things. Yeah, so that is my contribution for this evening.
Thank you. Hello? Where are you? Hello? 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 Hello?
Hi, Makebi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry, maybe I'm mistaking the name, not Makebi. That's I'm speaking to brilliant man, the aspiring Zambian leader, Mr. Tayali. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
You must have realized that I'm calling you using a foreign number. Really, I'm following. I follow you a lot, and there is some sense that I get from whatever you say. I give credit to your position, and you bring in matters that try to unify the country. And if the youth from Zambia could really follow your constructive going between these issues, they could get sense from there. The only thing that is ringing among the youth, more especially, and the misled people, more especially the people in opposition, is that mentality which thinking they shouldn't have lost the elections. Honestly, looking at the background of Zambia, unity lost elections. They accepted, they healed. Some of them, they shifted into MMD, the life continued. MMD was a powerful party. It brought a lot of changes to Zambia. MMD lost elections. Some of them shifted to PF and life continued. What's wrong with these handy chaps who up to today cannot accept that the ruling party is still doing its responsibility? Who are still thinking that HH is still an opposition? Who are still believing that Zambia do not have a government? That's what rings in Mundu village, in Luvindas, in Makebi Zulus, and all these chaps. Come on, where have they been that they cannot learn from the history all this time? How parts have shifted, how reality has affected development, how leaders who were key in one other party, they shifted to another party to boost development. What's wrong with this, with handy chaps? Sorry, I'm just out of Zambia. If I was in Zambia, really, I don't even like the way Makebi Zulu poses. He goes around and which country is he going to rule? Which people? He failed to convince wherever he was as an MP. Does he think that's a joke? And the other one who came out from prison, Munir or whatever, he said he suffered. Did he call HH and ask him how he suffered? That's my submission. Thank you.
Hello?
Mr. Perez.
Manja you Mvera, before you even say anything. If you have got so much to say, set a program now uzikamba. Also uzitanga uzibwela pa program yanga, like we start exchanging what. If you have a lot of things to say, it's free. You can set up a page now ambo come by. Enda. Bye. Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes, what
Yes.
Mwa Bombasani.
We don't feel quiet.
Okay, therefore kuchitako contribute pali yo program atemwa yo barrio impact ya bapali ba lungu na Zambian government. You know, hypocrisy hivi sana. Sometimes I refer hypocrisy to witchcraft because ichipapusha sana cha kwewa you Zambians, you are supporting the government, what the government is doing to this family, the family which is grieving, forgetting that we have a president who has failed to follow the traditional norms of sitting Munkwazi house, where all the past presidents have been staying in Korea. But you wanted a deputy Rungu to follow our norms to be buried at the embassy park there. What's the difference there? You know, if in Tungana visa, Filandeni Fyoko Kiringi Yokuba, but President Valikano Kuya State House, because Tapabe Kun, President to Kwikaramu State House, which is okay, and people are supporting that. But the family of the late Republican President Edgar Tagwalungu, they want to bury the way they want to bury their loved one, who happens to be Edgar Lungu. But he that no, this one was the commander-in-chief, so alikuwa chama traditional norms of babashika ba president muno, let him be brought back mu Zambia bakamushiki hapa. Is that honestly speaking what ni fair bali fairness kwetu actually? Because you president alipo akwa yo kuchitofia refuara, but if refuara bambi kukonke funde then oko bare tana nangu bali outside the law pilipia bwino and ama Zambians barambo supporta ile mbona tafo kulanda ko.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, please. Hello.
You're getting me?
Yes, we can get you. Please speak directly to me on the phone. Don't be listening to the other side.
Okay, my question is you have already made it clear that you preferred the candidate.
Now, you see, you are listening to the other thing. Come on. Speak directly to the phone.
Okay, I've switched off. Okay, sorry. So you have already made it clear that your preferred candidate in the upcoming elections is His Excellency the President,
yes,
Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. And so in politics, the goal is to present the strongest candidate and defeat the competition. So what puzzles me is why you are advising the opposition on who their stronger or weaker candidates are. Why not remain quiet and let them field the weaker candidate so that your preferred candidate can defeat them easily? Why encourage them? We know Makebi is weak, Munduila is even better. Why encourage the opponents? This is what I find difficult to understand. Why don't you leave them so that then you can defeat them pants down?
Desmond, stop calling me on the direct line. Call on the line that is known by everybody. I want to talk to Chinishan. Anyway, now responding to you, my brother, politics is like a war. Politics is like a war. And war is fought in from different aspects. Okay? The thing is that when you are doing our politics, yes, I'm supporting Hakainde Hichilema. I'm also blocking this guy. My goodness, gosh. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so just an observation. Are you familiar with the word wickery?
With it?
The word wickery.
No. What's the spelling of that?
This is the root word from which we get the word wickedness.
Okay.
Will say ukupikula. And what you are doing is pikula. It's wickery. Why do I say this? On the one hand, you want to talk about the absolute right thing to do being to let go of the body of Valungu. Nobody, including Valungu's family, wanted to bury in South Africa.
Yes.
Nobody wanted that.
Yes.
They never wanted that. And what they wanted was to give him an honorable funeral in his village. And you're fully aware of that. You also are aware.
Sorry, ma'am. Excuse me. I want to hear you properly. I want to hear your point, but I think you are speaking on loud, and it is being difficult for me to hear you clearly. Maybe if you can just speak directly into the phone, it might help.
I'm saying, if you are fully aware, which you are, of what the law says and the conditions under which he died in, I don't know if you've ever had a loved one suffer from a terminal sickness, whether HIV or cancer, you would not be saying what you're saying.
That is an assumption. That is an assumption that you are making. But that is an assumption.
Do not.
That is an assumption.
If you had known anyone or had a parent.
No, but that is an assumption, ma'am.
Terminal sickness.
No, sorry. That is an assumption. Please don't assume.
Medical
you don't know.
Regimen that must be followed. And he was denied that from day one. Let us be sober. Let us be sincere. And even if you do have a supporting factor, even if you do have a preferred factor, have respect for those who went before us. If you remember, the current president refused to recognize the man, ECL, as the president. He would always say, he's not my president. And yet, he received the instruments of power from him. That is a serious contradiction, and that has never stopped. You cannot talk about Zambian youth and say they should be fumigated and eliminated. That has never happened in the history of Zambia. This is the jeopardy. This is the tragedy that we are facing as Zambians. Please take seriously the matter at hand. There's nothing wrong with you supporting whoever you choose, but support with integrity, be at least principled in truth. Speak the truth in love, Mr. Tayali. Thank you and happy Women's Day.
Please don't go.
That you would speak for the women who have left their homes and have suffered the last 9 months, being unable to put to rest the man that they loved. You and I, Batayali, possibly cheered when the man walked into the stadium to hand over the instruments of power without shedding one drop of blood.
Now,
please, Batayali, allow people to see things for what they really are. Do not practice wickedness.
Let's see.
And that is what you're doing.
Okay, ma'am.
This is wickedness, wickery, okupikula, ifishinka, wafitwala, muri perversion.
Mayo.
This is what you're doing.
Mayo.
Please. Happy Women's Day. Unfortunately, Tasila would have been a woman leader, but her place was taken. Why? Because Alelosha are vulnerable. So and for you, Batayali, this is what we must extend.
Listen,
the certificates are no longer valid.
No, they are very valid. No, Mayo. Listen, you can listen, Mayo. Listen.
Today,
Hello.
worthless
Hello.
and so is
She
the
came out very
political
good. I thought
regime in
she's a
Zambia.
very reasonable woman, but now, I mean, the way you are talking,
Unfortunately,
I thought you were a
the
reasonable woman,
president
but
of
now
Zambia
look,
is known to
imwe
have locked up people
imwe
for
mayo na imwe
witchcraft.
tekanye nchirishani
And
tibeke
he sat
nturande
there
imwe
and
mayo
said he doesn't believe in
imwe mayo na
witchcraft.
imwe kabyeni uko nachimona mwaisa bwino nachimona tibatuntura bakutwalala ndechisungu bachisana kachisungu akasuma shani wicked natitwalala ndefyarondoroka kanshi mayo ni vantu wanikane nabo ni vachinokole chirishani I mean, if you call, let's engage. Mwaisa na kachisungu akasuma, but mwayafe mulelanda. Ama certificate, they are not whatever. Ama certificate, what is that? What are you talking about? Ama certificate, Yapa University of Zambia, they are credible. They are respected everywhere. Even in Konokwine, they are respected. Nokokwine Katishoko Mwava, they are respected. But nonetheless, this woman, I mean, you failed to engage. This nonsense that you people keep insisting on to say Edgar Lungu bali mkenye ukuya ku hospital fyavu fi mwachilala nde chisungu cha mano kwati namkwata sana mano, but if you mwachilala nde vyako bati yo Edgar Lungu bali mkenye ukuya out fyavu fi. It's a lie. This is a lie that you have been peddling to make Hakainde Hichilema look bad. Hakainde Hichilema never stopped Edgar Lungu from going for medical attention. He never did. Mwachilala ndefi sungu, if sungu mwachilala nda. You research, you bring the evidence. Makebi Zulu went to court and he said he was going to tell the Edgar Lungu story. That's what he said. Makebi Zulu, I'm going to tell the Edgar Lungu story. Did Makebi Zulu produce the evidence that Edgar Lungu was stopped from going for medical attention? Never. He was not stopped. Never. When Edgar Lungu twice, he couldn't take off. It's because bali beperoko baleya. Bale fokwea iya mfisolo. But him as a former head of state, whenever he's leaving the country, he's supposed to notify government. And government must prepare wherever he's going. So, if you musawa irefe akobati yo, Edgar Lungu, bali mkenye, fyavu fi, it's a lie. It's a lie. The time that Edgar Lungu was not allowed to go, it is because by the fyavufi, they were not clear, they were not transparent on where they were going and why they were going. So stop this lie. Because if I thought it was true, Makebi Zulu would have brought that evidence in court. There is nothing. You go and check the court record. There is nothing. There was no time when Edgar Lungu was stopped from attending medical attention. Nowhere. Fiavu fi. Na mwa mama chilala shani gitari katushinga kasungu nchako mwa chilala nda fiavu fi. He failed to recognize him when he was president. I mean, that is politics, Mayo. That is politics. I'm a politics, say for Yaba. That is politics. But we are not doing politics. So we are not doing politics. What we are asking is what is supposed to be done for the head of state. But you don't know statecraft. A former head of state, he belongs to the state. Not if you know the family. When you become a president, you become a state institution. That's why that person, when you are a president, you are given security, you are given vehicles, you are paid until you are gone. Even as we are talking, that family is entitled to a former head of state emoluments. He's entitled. They are entitled. So what are you talking about? And then some of you are saying, no, the law. Edgar Lungu. When Wakaunda died, Edgar Lungu, Kaunda wanted to be buried. Kunan Kanikufarm. Edgar Lungu went to court. Edgar Lungu went to court. Edgar Lungu talk about hypocrisy. Talk about hypocrisy. You are busy here talking about no, it is not the law. It is not the law. Your Edgar Lungu, the guy that is dead, he took the Kaunda family to court. He took them to court. And the court ruled that this is what should happen. Even in South Africa, the court has ruled. So what are you talking about in terms of the law, the law, the law, the law? Do you even understand what the law is? Where does the law come from? Where does the law come from? What makes our law the law? When the court rules, it's a law. It's a law. It was ruled in Zambia. It was ruled in South Africa. So like if no, now we should it's wicked, whatever. No, wickedness is in you, where you are saying, wait, unless you taripo. Is that okay? Isn't that wickedness? Isn't that wickedness? Isn't that wickedness? Is that okay? Isn't that wickedness? That's why you feel that women, whatever. You know, these are the kind of women that women's there. That's why I feel support. Because the women that come out to talk about these women rights, they are confused, most of them. They are confused. Like this woman, she's speaking good English, but she can't smile ni vachinokole. Nenga mwansinda muri vuchinokole na ine pandi na ine kuingira muri vuchinokole mulamui. Twala peshana, twala konkana. Nga mwansenda kuna twala mfwana. No manga mwambo kunsenda muri ntwani kane kirikiti. Hey, it's wickedness, it's wickedness. What wickedness is there? Mwalisunga chitumbi, cho mwasungira chitumbi kulia chinji. You are talking about no, the family. The family doesn't want to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. They don't want to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. They want to bury Edgar Lungu in Zambia. But they are saying, we will not bury in Zambia unless akainde ichile matalipo. Ushete wickedness yo. Isn't that wickedness? Isn't that wickedness? Whatever differences that were there. Where is the forgiveness? That wickedness, nonsense. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayani.
Good evening.
Hello, Mr. Tayani. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
My name is Emmanuel, Mr. Tayani. I just wanted to contribute one or two things from what you are talking about. You see, this is a very sensitive topic that you had. And looking at the contribution from people, you know, sometimes I get embarrassed with that because I look at how we process other people. I don't really think we show that we are learned people to some extent. But the HH did not recognize President Edgar Lungu. Yes, I agree. Why? Because there was a presidential petition. And people have just forgotten about that so quickly. When there is a petition to the results that have just been announced, then they go and declare a president. Even I did not recognize Edgar Lungu that moment as my president. Why? Because there was a petition going on, so it was wrong for him to be thrown into office as president when there was a petition. So number one, I don't blame if HH didn't recognize him as president because he did not follow protocol on how one is being sworn into office as president. But then yes, after the court ruled out that the petition was done and then we proceeded, everybody moved on, including HH, he moved on. So at this moment, there is no justification as why the former head of state must be buried from South Africa. Number one, they will say because they don't want HH to be present on the funeral. That has no significance. I think burying Edgar Lungu is more important and it's something that is more important for the nation than HH is present, whether present or not present. And to be quite precise, that HH should not preside over the funeral, it is absurd. Why do I say so? Because President Hakainde Hichilema is the president of the Republic of Zambia. They can never be, and he is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. And the president's burial will be done by the armed forces. So the commander-in-chief must preside whether they like it or not. So I don't believe that this is something that we have to debate as a people who are learned. Honestly, I got so embarrassed when the previous sister was talking on phone here. It's so embarrassing to the level of education as an educated country. And from the English that she was speaking, I expected a lot from her than just yelling on phone, when there's a lot of people listening. I don't blame Zambians demanding Ezekiel to be buried in Zambia because he presided over the affairs of our country. So he has to be buried.
Thank you.
Zambia.
Thank you. Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Ted.
Yes.
The problem is I'm not carry Pakari.
Hello?
Hello? Yes.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, please.
Bwana tayari.
Mkwai.
Muri bwanji mbuya.
Ni shabe bwino nanga imo muri bwanji.
Ni bwino banda calling from Ndola.
Zikomo wa banda.
Ilia program ya yesterday walira ndabuna tawo nshirifwa ukalipa. Namba ule kongelesha wale mami walabeko kazeni walabeko.
Ona imwe sometimes
kuchose munyira.
Sometimes na yeso wale kalipa. Tetu mwise mulelando tusungu but mulelande fyawa if kulondoloka bwino. Ala
ayamba bwino nkani futi wachoka futi munjira wayamba chitundu chakwati.
Ero ni kaka wa mayo bale. Bala bakwati ngo wamusango mwana kashi. Wamusango mwana kashi. Na penta na bikana finani kana nefi nkopyo. Wabati mwana kashi. Wasa muleta panga ndero wasa kuchinjisha muntu wandi ukukufula. Bala ba mayo bale.
That's why I've called you dawe. Kaze ni wasamchose munjira. For the program for yesterday, unakamba vambiri wakamba. Was it today in the afternoon? Then futi wamchose futi munjira kaze ni wanga ando kariba. That's why I've called that. Bweza mtima.
Udemayo. Wickedness. Wickedness mleva tiyo tatuashike kano yu. Mwasunge chitumbi 9 months. Tatuashike mpaka fyo yafu mepo. Isn't that wickedness also on your part? Who does that?
That is not good. To be serious, to be honest. In my surprise is see abamene bakamba ababene abalandalando kwatiro echechi eulele ngabena Fred members yafi na statement yawa echechi eulele ngokwati. Why can't those whatever abantu balanda na family yaba lungu ukwati please bana lungu
tushike
chizo chimwatula sana.
Yes.
Nishi walishita promote ifintu vya msango ma leaders tayari.
You are right. You are right.
Muntu ule style inspire kwati awe leader is busy promoting bad things. Is that good? Sure. No, that's not fair.
No.
Thank you very much, Cousin.
Thank you. And he is very right. Some of you people that have been saying, no, HH, I think the responsibility is on Lungu, the Lungu family. Those are the people that you should be talking to. You should talk to them to say, imwe, na kenyo mutima, they can try to shike. Abasunge chitumbi techechi abasunge ichitumbi chiri in whose hands ichitumbi at the moment as we are talking ichitumbi chaba mino ya nani. Who is holding on to the body? Who has the body? Who has the body? Who has the body? It's the family. So if there is anybody to talk to, it is the family. That's why I'm saying let Munir Zulu go there. Maybe Munir Zulu can convince Esther. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Charles.
Yes. Bueno.
Okay, yeah, so nachapo kutako kunkana wa previous caller wala wasaranga ba church valista petition
But at the end of the day, he submitted that, okay, since now was declared, let's move on. So that's kind of cool, 2021. But then, even if my elections, there is a limit. No, you because this person, start defending. Didn't love him as much as to the extent of who started lying certain things. Because in the event that Banan are UPND, this case will drag on until the next 5 years, until ACAPMEP. So that person is not doing this for in his personal capacity, but the office that he's holding is demanding of him to do certain things. Anyway, but the office that he holds is demanding of him to do certain duties, not relegating just because of politics. I think that's my view on this matter. Thank you.
Thank you. About Vaneokaya, tayari we don't know where you stand. You don't know where I stand. You can't see. You can't see. How down are you that you can't see where I stand? At this point, but you're still saying we don't know where you stand. What's your problem? How down can you be? On this blue app, there are a lot of old and young idiots. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello.
I'm attempted to contribute something.
Yeah.
Sometimes how us scholars they will come out. First thing first. For former Zambians, sometimes I don't know where we do go and sleep. So I want to do that to Ifimba Kumutu. Today, HH is demanding we put it that way around. Ukwati Edgar Lungu must be buried in Zambia. Which an interest like HH.
Imagine.
And sometimes when you look at it, even the way it is, but I want to what my rivals. Let us just speak the truth. Do you think that for sure today, if HH was not a president, he can even say anything concerning Edgar Lungu?
Imagine.
That's the question. Nothing. Mamona. So now, the real point which I want to make is like this. TNF to conquer the background. When Banani Bakaunda Bafuide, was Kaunda treated over by Chilua? Politically. TNF to conquer 40 Chilua. Was Frederick Chilua treated well politically by Levi Mwanawasa? All that chain, once Abama predecessors in Ababantu Aba funded the rest and Nava Shala Pakapano Poturi. There is a record politically. That's why, do you know that I always use your slogan to say what the politics they have yo. I am a politics. I'm a politics to lingere to Yakonka context the way things they are. And you should even also speak reality according to the things the way they are. If you want to say, no, he was not treated well, like our sister, I don't know. She has even brought confusion, even when I could former callers, or what we can able to speak something if Panga sense, to have a decent debate. You see? That I don't know sometimes, Wendy. Why can't we follow the program the way you bring the program? To align accordingly, in a program. And the program, you always start. You put the headline there. In the headline now, we start now, Kwambo Kulanda Pari headline. Pari topic later.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hi, Tali.
Hi.
It's Mary from England.
Okay.
You're doing very well, Tayali. Keep up with it. Don't be discouraged. You're such a courageous character, and I like your character because you stand for the truth, regardless of how bad it is, still stand for it and speak for the people, So don't get discouraged by people that are against you. You stand for what you believe in, and that's on the truth. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you. And for you, for me, don't forget that I was in the camp of Balungu. I was supporting Balungu. But on this one, I have refused. This is wrong. No matter which way you look at it, you are bringing up all sorts of arguments, but it is wrong. And where it is wrong is that Balungu needs to be buried in Zambia. And all of us, we all agree on this one. I am sure there is no one who do not agree on that Balungu should be buried in Zambia. Even if Esther, she knows that Balungu should be buried in Zambia. And that's why they say, for now, we bury in South Africa. Then later on, when Hakainde Hichilema is out, we bring the body. And that is where I don't agree. Lupa tolwashani mwa kwata pali Hakainde Hichilema. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, bwana. Yes, mwacho mwapaji.
Bueno.
Yeah. Apa, chonga cheziko mupali nkanisa mene umatiletera pa social media. Watayari, zamene umakamba ni bazoona. Wanda abantu bakuzondana. People, they don't want to be told the truth. So, keep on saying everything. Vamevishtika mu country mwatu muti kukondani. Otherwise, tizambo kusupportani. Nangu muri outside country, awe tizambo supporta so chabe.
Ziko mokwambili. Of course, there are people that will agree and there are people that will not agree with you. But when you talk about the issue of Edgar Lungu, majority Zambians would want to see Edgar Lungu brought to Zambia, given a state funeral. Bonse valosha bwino. Not if you say that your family. Edgar Lungu belonged to the Zambian people, and the majority Zambians would want to see Edgar Lungu brought to Zambia, given a state funeral, and buried in Zambia. Even Edgar Lungu himself, he wanted that for the other leaders that died when he was president. He wanted that for Bakaunda. If he refused, Edgar Lungu refused Bakaunda to be buried per farm. He wanted him to be buried, per Embassy Park. It was within Zambia. Bakaunda was not supposed to be buried. They were not asking to bury him in Malawi or anywhere. They were saying we bury him per farm. The Lungu government refused. No, even Makebi Zulu. They refused. They went to court. They insisted he should be buried at Embassy Park. Nomba imwele, no mwisema yo tushike ku South Africa. That is what the family wants. No. The family doesn't want to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. They want to deposit the body in South Africa and bring it when Hakainde Hichilema is not there. And when you're talking about wickedness, what more wickedness would you look for if this is not the manifestation of wickedness? Where you say that washike mwarikate chitumbi 9 months na mukatirie chitumbi na mufisa chitumbi utatwashike because of this one. Because of this one. Ero ba friend membe iwe etika leka munoba ya tushe ulefo kulia chitumbi. If there are people to talk to, it is the Lungu family. It is Esther Lungu. But Esther Lungu, she's just not being honest, because Esther Lungu has been gripped with fear. They have instilled fear in her by Makebi Zulu Tabaka Mierere. Baka mikaka. Let's keep it tumbi while I campaign. What nonsense is that? Hello?
Hello.
Finally, Precious is here.
I define and Precious is here. Me, I just want to contribute on where you are saying that Makebi is the reason why they are not barring ECL.
Yes.
But why do you always want to tell the people that Makebi is the reason? Who told you that? It was the wishes for ECL. And no one is going to see ECL's dead body. And that's the truth. If you think that you are going to see it, you are not going to see it.
You were Precious. If we don't see Edgar Lungu's body, what is going to happen? Who is going to die?
Why do you want to see his dead body?
No. If we don't see it, okay, no, I'm asking you.
The gases. Lungu died because of the gassing, which was happening. So you want to know the people who was gassing. What is your problem?
I know you. To see Edgar Lungu's body. Who is interested in Edgar Lungu's body? Who is interested in somebody who is dead? Who is interested? What are we going to do? If we see Edgar Lungu's body, then what? Some of us, we don't believe in that crap. We don't believe in that crap. Some of us will. He doesn't believe in Fiabuloshi. If you don't bring it to all of us. Don't think we believe in Fiabuloshi. The only agenda Yakwewati Makebi Zulu has manipulated wa Esther to say Ngamoaku Zambia waka mikaka. Meanwhile, he comes, he's busy going around campaigning. Esther, let me go and campaign. You give me all the money. And this is the money that they want to use to campaign. And they are using it. They are using it too before campaigning. And the other opposition want to fall into that. They want to fall into that. They want to make an agenda. But Fred Member has got nothing to tell Zambians. Together na washino no. Na washino no na wa isapo. Imoba mdala wa Bob Sichinga. Are you telling me with your level of education and everything, you can't see that if you are puba? Now you want to make it an agenda. You want to make Edgar Lungu's body an agenda. You Edgar Hakainde. Why are you putting it on Hakainde Ichilema? In whose mortuary is Edgar Lungu? In whose mortuary Imweba Fred Membe? In whose mortuary is Edgar Lungu lying? Is he lying in HH's mortuary? He's lying in Edgar in Hakainde Ichilema in Malukula, Makebi Zulu, Nava Esther, Eva Ishiba. Those are the people that you should be talking to. If you want to talk, tell Esther to say, Lekeni Murumeno Ayalale. Lekeni Murumeno Ayalale. Lekeni Murumeno Ayatushe. And you could tusha takatusha ku South Africa. Ukushika ku South Africa, te kushika yo. Ukushika ku South Africa, it is temporal, depositing the body in the ground. So that later on they can bring it. Ukushika kwine Edgar Lungu kumushika Mzambi kushika. Elo tukeva tiyo balungu balala nomba. Ku South Africa te kushika yo. So if you musaba ilate the family, this is what the family wants. No. The family, all they are doing is hatred against one man. Chadi wakalipa. Ukwebati haka inde Ichilema is in State House. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr.
Yes, please.
I've got one question for you.
Yes.
What will you do if H fails the elections and the opposition wins? Are you going to come back to Zambia?
I want to answer you that one question. First of all, HH is not losing to the opposition, but okay, in the event that a miracle happens, if a miracle happens,
the voters are not. the voters are not coming from your house.
Neither are they coming from your mouth. The voters are not coming from my mouth, from my house. Neither are they coming from your mouth. Voters don't come from your mouth.
So
just
now
because
I'm asking you, what if he fails?
So I'm answering you, and if you want to listen, you would have to at least keep quiet and I answer you. And I'm telling you that Hakainde Hichilema will never lose.
But don't say he's not going to lose. We are taking assumptions here.
I am answering you.
It's 50-50. It's 50-50.
Yo, 50-50. to 1. Probability 90-1. But anyway, let me answer you. If our opposition, a miracle happens, I will come back to Zambia. I'm a Zambian. I will eventually come. Whether Hakainde Hichilema is in State House, whether Hakainde Hichilema is not in State House, I will come back to Zambia. Zambia is my country. I will eventually come. So I'm telling you, I will eventually come. Whether Hakainde Hichilema is in State House or is not. But I'm not seeing it happening in 2026. Hakainde Hichilema akawina.
So it means that when you say you are going to come back, it means that the oppositions are better than HH. Because you can't fear them, but you are fearing to come back because
I never said that.
So meaning the opposition is so much better.
Your assumption, you are saying, you are assuming them tina HH. Nishile mutina HH. Nafuma mukulanda pano. Ukwebat, my relationship with HH is very good. Let me tell you, it's very good. I can even come back tomorrow. I'm not coming back tomorrow because I am making sure that my logistics are there. I can't come back even today. I need to prepare in case I karapesa.
If you can come back after HH loses, even come back even now.
No, okay, listen. Let me tell you this. I'm telling you that I'm not coming back because of logistical issues. So imwenga mwanjewati yo come back ni natu kwa tenga ndei karamba for you because nshikara mtu totori yo natu kwa tenga ndei karamba for you. Come back, I will come. At the moment it is just a logistical issue, not about ndeti na HH natina HH imwe tamuna monafu imwe mwileka ndande fingi. Don't even think that. Don't even your assumption yakobat inena HH tature umfwana. Fumiani po. Tuli wina tuli tight na HH ifi. Ekondevo kumieba ifi. Mwilaiwe panaku iwe patio na ndemu tina HH inena HH tuawefi apatuli ifi tight. Inshire isa nika logistic fie ukweba chilio nkesa fikirira hapa nkasangenganda nkasangana chakuti efe tule wombapo muishive na baya. Hello, you like assuming you like assuming yo. Hello,
how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Long time, my man.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. How is UPND treating you?
Nafuma mkulande uko pondela ndapopo nafuma mkulande kwati ime na HH tuli wino sana wambo kipia how is HH, how is UPND is treating me very well mono fonde moneka.
Okay, now listen to me my guy. I know UPND
ndiapasuma lekeni mieve ndiapasuma na HH ndiapasuma.
I know my guy.
Tamumono conjunction.
You are my friend for a long time. Now listen to my guy. What it is this. The family for Edgar Lungu, they wanted to bring the body to Zambia. If you remember very well, you recall very well. They wanted to bring the body to Zambia. But the government of Zambia
they went to South Africa to put an injunction to say that no, we don't want these people to bury the body in Zambia. And the people who did that
listen, I'm not in the mood with the useless speculations. If you want to program, there is government never made an injunction to say we don't want them to bring the body. If you're under go and research, then come back. When I I'm not entertaining you. I'm a story. I'm the injunction. Oh, hello.
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 Me, I just want to have a question. Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, I've been hearing you.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, yes. You ask that question.
Okay, I have a question. Yes. Sylvia Mutaba, is it Mutaba? Sylvia Mutaba, the wife of Chiruba, kept the body for the husband in the house for a year.
Sylvia
and it decomposed.
Oh, that. Oh, okay. Yes.
Esther is also keeping the body for Lungu. Mutaba was jailed for 15 years. Are these cases not related?
No, they are not. They are not. Let's be honest. Let's be honest and let's not confuse issues here. That issue of that Sylvia Mutaba you are talking about is totally different from the issue of Edgar Lungu. It's totally different. That that woman kept a body without disclosing that this person is dead. Okay? They just kept the body there. They didn't tell people this person is dead. In the case of Edgar Lungu, the family of Edgar Lungu, they came out and they said, Edgar Lungu is dead. Edgar Lungu is dead. And it is not that they don't want to bury. They want to bury. The only thing is that the conditions which they are putting there, they are the ones which are not reasonable. So that is the issue. So these issues are totally different. That one, that is a crime to do that. But for Esther, they told us, and just that they have put conditions. And this case has ended up in court. So the case is in court. Fiapsana, totally different.
Those conditions are impossible. Isn't it the same way of saying they don't want to buy?
No.
Why should they come up with impossible conditions?
No. It's not the same. Saying, putting up a condition, it's not the same to say they don't want to buy. Let's be fair with them. At least for me, I want to be fair. I want to be objective. They have not said they don't want to buy. It is the conditions that they have put. And those conditions, unfortunately, they are not genuine. They are not genuine because they have got ulterior motives. Ulterior motives are two things. One, Esther Baratina, Ukwebatinga, Vaisa Muzambia Bakawakaka. Number two, Makebi Zulu wants to use the body of Edgar Lungu to campaign, to become a president, because without Ichitumbi, Makebi Zulu is nothing. So these are the two issues.
Now, Zambians can't sue Makebi for frustrating government to bury because they are traumatizing Zambians.
No, the case is in court. The case is in court. The case is in court. At the end of the day, the court will decide. The case is in court. Right now, the case is in court. First of all, the court in South Africa ruled that no, Edgar Lungu should be taken to Zambia and be buried accordingly. But they have appealed. So at the moment, we have an appeal, and I'm sure very soon we will hear a day when this case will come back in the Supreme Court of Appeal, in the Court of Appeal. It will come in South Africa. And afterwards, a judgment will be made. And after the judgment, that's when we will see the way forward. The way forward.
So Zambia will be known for women who want to keep bodies for their husbands.
When I don't insist to say Zambia will be let's be fair. Let's accuse Esther for what it is and not what is not there. If you're to say Esther wants to keep the body, that is not true. Esther doesn't want to keep the body. It is just that she's scared. In Zambia, she thinks she will be arrested. And Makebi Zulu has convinced them like that. So it's not that she wants to keep the body. Let us be fair. Let us apportion blame where it is due, not to pick up of him. Okay? Hello?
Hello?
Wawera foot.
Yes, I'm back, Mr.
Don't talk about gassing.
When you open phone calls,
we don't talk about
gassing for everyone.
But on my platform,
so now you should be
on my terms,
listen,
it is on my terms. Yes, I open phone lines for you to call, but it is on my terms. It is on my conditions. Terms and conditions apply. Terms and conditions apply. You cannot just come here and you start talking about gassing, what. No, I'm not interested in your gassing. You can't come here and start. If you want to talk about gassing, go and create a platform. If you want to talk about gassing, go and talk about your platform.
For me to say, why do you
nara block kabioko. Unafora tu stand to ankani. What shot? Scared of you, finish.
Mr. Tari, let me talk so that you should not deceive the people of Zambia. Let me talk. We don't open phone calls for those who just praise you, Mr. Tari. You open phone calls for everyone. You are scared. You know you are lying, Kairi. That's why you are scared.
Okay, I'm lying on what? Tell me where I'm lying.
No, because you are not even giving me chance so that I can explain. You keep on condemning Makebi. What did Makebi do? It was the wishes for ECL. You are busy saying, they don't want to bury because Esther is scared. No, they need justice in everything which was happening. Why are you not concerned on everything which was happening the time when Warungi was in power? And you want to be deceiving the people. This is not right. When you open phone calls, you can't open phone calls for those who just praise you. You should listen even to those who are against you so that you get their point. What type of a leadership are you? What type of a leader are you? You say you are a lawyer, but as a public lawyer, what are you supposed to...
You can be quiet. I open phone lines for people to call, but not to come and lie. Not to come and lie or bring your to my agendas to work. Just because vari kukakile pari gassing number, we should push akachifuku shikoye pana nkane pa program yanti. Nakana. Panga ka off paka program ko wore randa pari gassing ifo wakakile. Ifo waikere mujere. Panga ka program ko. Inenga ndera ndapani Makebi Zulu, ndera ndapani Makebi Zulu. And if you think that what I'm saying about Makebi Zulu is not true, give me points why you think it is not true. Me, I'm giving you points. I'm giving reasons. Like this one.
You know what it is, my brother? What people they are talking is about reality.
Which reality? Which reality? You are saying, okay, he's saying, no.
Not you cut the line.
When
you cut the line, meaning...
I'm cutting. I've got my freedom. Yeah. Not you cut. It's my platform. Talk what is sensible. This guy, you are coming here and saying, no, they wanted to bring the body, but the government put an injunction. You want me njikare, nde umfobu fiwowe. Nde umfobu fiwowe. Njikare pano, just because I've opened phone lines, I should be tormented by the frustrations of precious. Why do you are precious? Why do you want me to be tormented by your frustration? You have got your own life frustration, and you want me njika leve banande umfo. Ni therapy. Take counseling, kwadi wama ama nanikane ama therapist. Kwadi wama therapist, kwadi wana psychiatric. Nana nikane China mopo ya. If you have got psychological issues, I mean, you go there. If you have got spiritual issues, kwadi baba fumia amana nkane not to kulete ngurushen pana nkane pa platform pa mwandi, and you want me just to sit there nde umfuafi ekomulela ndama frustration ingurushen mule shileta pana nde umfuafi at yo I'm a leader. What kind of a leadership you are? Kabiyeni yuko alamko every time therefore kuti fiawa na fibu president venu kuti fiawa. If I'm going to be listening about your frustration, you singo watu mafoni gassing iwe tuka kumfemi kuinga pari gassing nyobe kanshi tuka kumfemi kuinga hauna imuna kana kavyeni uko kwali ba abafuirisha there are people at psychiatric shan yako baba. If that's why people go and learn these threads They go and then to be a psychiatric. I mean, and those people are supposed to be used, not to come and turn my program to therapy. Hello?
Hello, Batayadi, son.
Bueno, Sean.
Bueno. In the live program?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you, Batayadi. In any quarter, got my questions first, and the folks are going engage na imwe, and then I think I have about 2-3 questions to ask you.
Yes, let's start. One. To conquer, wino logic.
Okay,
one. Why pusha na asuka? Wino. To allow one.
Mkwaina na akula echamle aska tumfwane fe bwino muikalipa muichitanani tumfwane fe
wambo kupanga ma condition nebo wa kupanga ma condition not iwe tie one.
Okay, now question number 1, mwatitoba preferred candidate wenu ni akainde ichilema tesho
the president of the Republic of Zambia, the commander-in-chief
of the Republic of
the
Zambia.
Commander-in-chief.
Thank you very much. The Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. Thank you. So, ngamwalolesha ba opposition bonsogo tukwete Zambia. Whom do you think is the best candidate who can defeat Akainde Hichilema?
No one.
Okay. Whom do you think is the best candidate from the opposition?
Brian Mundubile is the best. But Tetawina Akainde Hichilema.
Okay, Tetawina Akainde Hichilema.
But it's okay.
Now, motive, okay, it's okay. So motive yenu ya kwewa Akainde Hichilema should win and remain in power. And then you are campaigning for him to continue being president of the Republic of Zambia. Now, the funny question again is, why should somebody who is campaigning for Hichilema, who wants to see Hichilema remain in power, be the one to tell us the best candidate we can use from the opposition? Where is the logic?
Logic, yapena kuliwe. My question you wino, but you have gotten confused with your own questions. Ina have told you Hakainde Hichilema. Listen. Ina have told you Hakainde Hichilema is the best, and Hakainde Hichilema is winning by far. But why say push up to go that? Okay, but okay. Namula that Hakainde Hichilema will win. But iwe what you push a question in there on the question. But we win. Why say push it? Ngako opposition ule moneka ko wino ni nani? Tekwebata wina ule moneka ko wino ni nani? Na kwebata brand Mundubile. But futu wapiri kukatiyo, why are you saying this one is okay and yet you want this one to win? Does that make sense to you?
Okay, all right. That's not what I've said. I was asking a question to say, since you want Hichilema to continue as president of Zambia, why should you, who wants Hichilema to continue as president of Zambia, be the first person to give us an advice which candidate we can use at least to give competition to Hichilema?
I didn't say we should use.
Anyway, let's leave that, but let's leave that one.
Okay.
Let me ask another question about the statement you said. The president of Zambia does not believe in witchcraft. It's about the body of Israel. Does not believe in witchcraft. Tefio. Don't you remember that we have got Leonard Piri who is in prison now Mozambique for witchcraft?
So, but how does Hakainde Hichilema even come in? Those people, listen, those people were caught practicing some witchcraft of whatever it is. They were caught. Hakainde Hichilema was not there. They were caught by the police and they were taken to prison and they accepted that yes, we were doing witchcraft and they were jailed. How does HH come in?
Okay, give me a bit of time, but
how does HH come in?
Our president, wait, but you said our president does not believe in witchcraft. Then the question is, why should somebody who does not believe in witchcraft have 2 people arrested and sentenced into prison for witchcraft that he does not believe in?
Iwe, listen. Ule follow logic. That situation, I've given you what happened. Those people were caught practicing whatever witchcraft by the police. The police took them to court, and in court they are admitted and they are jailed. The question that I ask you before you talk about anything, how does HH come in? That is what you should answer. How does HH come in? Or how does it contradict HH's statement to say, I don't believe in witchcraft?
Allow me to respond to your question. How does HH come in? Those two guys were caught. They were suspected that they wanted to bewitch President Hichilema. And then the Republican president of Zambia is President Hichilema himself, who has allowed these people to be arrested for something that he does not believe in. That's why he's coming into it.
Listen. Iwe, not practical example. The issue is those people are arrested according to the law, not according to HH. Chapwa. Hello?
Hello, Bataraji Mwabombeni kwa.
Mkwa Mwabombeni.
Mkwa, Bataraji ni kwa tapo ama question ya bili, but question ya kwa mbira po. Nararondoro ya kupano noro nikushi.
But muilefia. Be brief, be very brief.
Narani bika nga bafama. Mugo bafama, amukwete barajenu. Oro mbuto mkwete, nyechechi. Then mwibara jenu nga mwabyara ile mbuto yafuma bakweba tike se twara huino ifuire mwase kwira mu mwafunya mu efyani ifyani fili mwibaro ejo epali wa mundubire ba Makebi Zulu ba KDF nomba pali ifyani kyonze fibushe fyani nyishi bake muringire okunukura mu pakweba tugusombo shugwe ndwase abavuino
Kunu kula fiance. Nami asuka number 1. Ngorefo kufumie fiani. Kunu kula fiance. But if that analogy is related to our politics, Zambia is a plural democracy. So in a plural democracy, nifira bachitati mwavyala amataba, mwavyala mo na chibwabwa. Mwavyala mo na chibwabwa, mwavyala mo na chirimbatura chitefyo. So, if you are nifimbi fikuti mwafifumia, but ile chibwaba muvyele na ile chilemba muvyele kuisha teti muifumia iyo. That is plural democracy. If you tualima mataba ba HH. No mulamune muibala na tuvyalamo chilemba na tuvyalamo na chibwabwa. So fimbi fifia ntuala fifumia. Bati chibwabwa twalaisha epali ba mundubire chibwabwa twalaisha epali banani epali ba skota wina o at banani kane ba mdala wandi ba state council basakwiba skota
Okay, so ni hifya ni vipile sana ni vena marukura
ifilia fya ni fivi ni filia ni mwadishishiwe ndao indao mwadishishiwa evena Makebi ni indao ni bana kasoko pya balya ni bana kasoko pya bakufumya mwaya ocha
la pya no pera munina ishara ndefingi
chisuma mkwa ina totera. Hello
Achani wasikia chungulo
mkwa
chungulo ushiko
mkwa.
So abantu I think you could understand a simple topic. Chali wako difficult sana. Palela that chechi ba imunika bode ukuisa. We have a record wa chilufia. Epo ba Makebi Zulu. They announced that bode ile isa Mzambia. Bashitana agree. Wana pa airport wa South African Army. Wambo kulolela body.
Be brief mwana. I'm on fire today. So be brief, get to the point.
Yes. So it's all that eva iminika ichitumbi wufi. Because eva kene first kulete chitumbi kundeke kulete no kulete chitumbi bali kendi. Wakana bapela libena kwa no because Kuala church service over stay introduced. Just one church service. It was triple cancel in kulete chitumbi. So how come? Well, someone no why church was to family court eva kanya kuleta board. That is not true. Number 2. Mwisaka ama callers ya unachiwa mu group imu. Mule muna balesa bana besa lelo. Bajira sta discuss pali imwe. Vachanda timano mwamba. Yes, vachanda timano mwamba taleba live 10 panchirusha tayaki. So now watu mafia abamule mwana wale sabaila. Don't even worry.
No, they
have just been sent today on
no, it's okay. They are free to express themselves. But I push my question if you feel nde asuka. Hello? Wino from kwa.
We ningufa bwino sana from mule asuka pantu mule ande fishinga mwalishiba amwe abantu aba muzambia fikopo sana. Because namuna ero bale fwa KK, the first Republican president wa Zambia. Balishire baranda ati mukanshike kufamu. But balabene balungu ebasikirina insist ukwe bati tubashike pa embassy park panya. Pakabaya abashika panya pene. Nomba ababantu bushe abantu babafumya kwisaba bakopo aba.
Vepusheni. Balungu bananikani ababena balandati balungu fo balandire tabakwatana evidence ba KK. He was very explicit in his will, very explicit. No mbaba yakufoja na wiu yabo yakufoja yakufoja wiu yabo
nangu njipusheko ile bushe imfumu ukweba ati umuntu bese bamwita ati imfumu aba imfumu kuri family yakwe nangu aba imfumu ku bantu because abesa mukulanda ati ni imfumu bantu nomba ngabaisa alanda ati yo balungu bakabashike kwa nishi bali imfumu kuri family yabo nangu bali ni ba president ba charo chonzi.
Thank you. Thank you. Precious Abuira.
Hello. So, everyone who tells you the truth, you are scared. You see that man, he nailed it. He told you that you are saying, he don't believe in witchcraft. So, if you don't believe in witchcraft, why did those two people were sent in prison for witchcraft? So, whether you are going to say whatever you are going to say, you are not going to see it the dead body.
The law.
Forget.
Okay.
You are not going.
Ubukopo precious ubukopo. The law is not for Hakainde Hichilema. The law is for all of us. The law is not for Hakainde Hichilema. And that law was not made by Hakainde Hichilema. The law about witchcraft was not made by Hakainde Hichilema. That law has been in existence even before HH came in. And those people were found faulty on that law, not on Hakainde Hichilema. Ubukopo. Hello?
Atari mabombe.
Mkwaya mabombe.
Waomba Atari. Abantu abaletari kana abanefine muri nda pali witchcraft. Okay, who was the complainant? Because someone cannot be taken to prison for something you do not believe in. Does that really make sense? And you keep calling abantu at Bakopo.
No. What we know, like you are winning. Wukopo Wulechita. Listen, who was the complainant? Answer that question. Who was the complainant? Answer that question yourself.
No, I'm asking you that question.
You are asking, you have got an assumption that no, you are disagreeing with me. And your question is not really to find out, is to prove a point. Now, I want you to prove a point. I'm asking you, who was the complainant? But the issue witchcraft. Who was the complainant? Answer.
So now, if someone.
You will answer, not if you only like that. If someone. Answer. Who was the complainant?
Because you can't be.
It is the law. When you break the law, it is not that HH was the complainant. The law that they broke was relating to witchcraft. That is the law that they broke. They broke the law relating to practicing witchcraft. Practicing witchcraft. Like, for example, Ubuule, if you are caught in prostitution, it is a crime. When you are arrested and you are jailed, you can't say HH has jailed me. Hello?
Mr. President, good evening.
Good evening.
Is this, am I live?
You are very live.
All right, thank you. I'm happy to contribute. My wish is that to see you here in our country, Zambia, working with the sitting government and take over in 2031.
Taking over in 2031, we leave that to God. We leave that to God. But definitely, yes, I will be back in Zambia very soon. It is just logistics being worked on.
Yeah, because we have the worst opposition, and Makebi Zulu is the worst material we have in politics.
Bad kind.
Yeah. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. Otherwise, I'm in support of you.
Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Vatayali, my name is Esnea. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, sir. I think give chance to, I believe a good politician would give chance to those that are criticizing the positive and the negative. Don't call them down. There's no one who is down.
There is.
I
don't agree with you. If I don't agree with you,
listen, let me make my point.
Okay,
this
make
is
your
where
point.
You have a problem.
Okay,
the
make your
only
point.
people you're giving a chance to are those people that are speaking
Make your
for
point.
you and those that
I mean, if you make a point, if I don't agree with something, I don't agree with you. I mean, how can you say there's no one who is down? There are a lot of people who are down. There are a lot of people who are down. According to me, there are a lot of people who are down. How can you say no? Balabadi bakaka. Because so ni HH. Te wukopo. Hello? Echokwa bedaba number 1, number 50. Hello?
Hello, Vatayali Mwabomben.
Yeah, mkwae.
Ndefuna okustandastand ababaliranda tabalengera bali abantu abakakinya akainde ekiremo. Number 1, akainde ekiremo was not the complainant. 2, chimona imani nkwate enfuti pano ati namukwipa Vatayali. Ero bapolisi bankumanya mu musebo nkwate enfuti. Ero banjipusa twachirafu extension ya enfuti. Ero nalanda nachafuke mukwipa Vatayali. Ero banjikatatawe na ukwate omulanda because you don't have the right to have this gun. Ushenishi tayari walenga tindia kuchifunga.
Imagine. Oh, in that case. Oh no, in that case, can I even intervene? Can I even tell the police that mulekeni?
No, and Hakainde Ichiroma is not the court. He was not even among the complainants. Not even the attorney general.
He was so remote.
So how do you?
He was so remote. He was so remote. Hakainde Ichiroma was so remote on this one. Na issue ya Fredman kutumwa mpalamikako. But not here kwa awobale chita practice if you Antoine can if you wele. At no wukopo. There is no one who's down. By the very fact that you think that there is no one who's down, that is downness itself. Ala echo bambi bapasa number 1, bambi bapasa number 50. Wukopo.
That's very true. That's very true.
Thank you. Hello.
Mr. Tayari.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
What I understand, the people of Zambia visited them. If we have Mulandu, nangu pano muntu achitomulandu, achitomulandu, ngabamutwala ku court bakayanda ati niwevo, this is the people of Zambia. So when you offended the law, you are against the people of Zambia. So those people offended the law against the people of Zambia. Whoever commits a crime offends the people of Zambia. So, Mr. Tayari, one thing that we cannot take away from you is truthfulness and openness. You stand for the truth, and when you see something wrong, you call it by its right name. So whatever you're saying is the truth. So whoever comes to your show and tries to challenge you, I don't know where they get the energy of challenging the host.
They want to make rules for me.
Mr. Dali, may you live long.
Thank
we'll see
you.
when God's time brings you back.
Thank you. They want to even make rules. You want to make rules for me? You want to make rules for me? Hey, what about anyway?
No.
This is my platform.
No, why should they be?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hey, you want to make rules for me? Hey, a good politician, a good politician. Are you a politician? Are you a politician? Are you a politician? I am the biggest opposition in Zambia. The biggest after Akainde Ichilema Maninego. There is no one who is anywhere there. And then you are telling me a good politician. A good politician should listen to nonsense. Politician in Nabukana. If you are confirming nonsense, I'm a frustration in the I'm a nonsense. Yo, hey, those people they have been jailed. So Akainde Ichilema believes in witchcraft. How does Akainde Ichilema comes in? Akainde Ichilema didn't even make the law. Akainde Ichilema didn't even complain. I'm sure Akainde Ichilema also just learned of it. Muma newspaper. He didn't even know about it. Hello? Hello?
That's not what, children.
Yes.
Are you still live?
I'm still live.
Mona, Chiruta, the caliber Jama opposition, leaves much to be desired. Mona, one-sided example, you don't believe in stealing, to say, Mona, you don't believe in that. Then Kavala like a fire, would one come to you to say, which is almost start thinking like that.
Imagine.
I'm thinking of Barola de Land when I finish that you by kind of those witch doctors who came from Mozambique to be locked up in prison because by kind of doesn't believe in witchcraft. Is there any relationship to anything there?
No, thank you. Thank you. Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Tayari.
Good evening.
Evening, sir. This is David Sebastian Mianda, the last born calling you within our country here, Zambia. I'm very happy to call you today because it's the first time to call you Mr. Tayari, our president. Coming to the topic, the issue of the issue witchcraft. Why say explain mushe ba Mr. Bakari, why say explain kulibena ma issues apho yoshana yayi. Simple and straightforward. Wena ngokukhona bamufunza ukuthi nanga eze complainant ni ndani sana tipasaza mdara wangu kukangwa kupasaza apresident bakambodiswa believer mu witchcraft baje banagwirira banabagwira mu suspect yoshta va witchcraft after kubagwira by the opera court banavomera maona ka manje ba president bali banashita bwanje involve my issues yayo why are we involved in our Republican president kuma issues yabantu yabanagwirira la polisi china bamanga nilamuro not wa president nilamuro oine paro muntu ba polisi akagwira muntu afuna kupai no tayari lamuro zamugwira ngezampeleka ku polisi zampeleka kuchimbwa kaira ngezamangisisa ameneyo issue aba edikalungu Mr. Tayari show aba edikalungu benze ba Republican president of this country So the president of Makebi Zulu, the family this is the same person who was chewing our taxpayers' money. He was being voted by the public. Not in our country now. We are claiming to the family of our former Republican president, Mr. Edgar Chagwa, to bring the body back in this country. So tabashika nekulira kwatu watari.
Zikom. Hello? Abuba cheat at dad. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Tayari, are you still live?
Yes, I'm still live.
Yes, I want to ask you a question. You only make to my Shivako. Why in Zambia, ngatikudama high profile cases are why tabikira live so that ichalo chonse chile umfofo discuss mu court?
I think those are issues that have been that are being discussed. I think the Chief Justice has been talking about it. I think it is about the issue of facilities, but I think we'll get there. It is just a stage. We'll get there one day.
Yeah, I feel that that is the main reason why people just talk. You know, because let's say the example of the case here in South Africa, I'm sure if it was not live, there were going to be different stories.
You are right.
But because the world was watching, everyone heard what was happening.
Yeah.
So no one was, arguing and say anything about. So most of these people are saying no. We worry Mukaka because it's Bemba, no, because it's coming from Northern Region. This one, we have not have opportunity to hear what was said in court.
Yeah,
I'm sure if we had that opportunity to hear what they are saying in court, no one would have been saying what is going, what people say.
Thank you, my brother. Hello. 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 Hello.
Mkwaiwa tayari na wela kandi point ya palasi ya pamulani wa chililo nsha chilanda mwa na chilanda kofi ya pa mama politics mama opposition parties.
Can you send the cover first? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sanwata.
Bueno.
When I want just to make a small, I think a small contribution. After PF, them they think they are going to bounce back. It is not as easy as they think. You are very right that 88 might even get even over 90%.
Yes.
They compare Kaunda era to say no, MMD campaigned for within 3 months. People had already decided by then. Look at how Sata suffered. Sata was a big machine, but suffered for him to win an election. Even HH suffered. Now look at Mundubire. Who is Mundubire? It doesn't even have people everywhere in the country because they organize people here and there. How many votes are they going to get from rural areas, for example? It is very, very difficult for him. Maybe in 2036 somewhere there.
Yeah, it's true.
But these people, they think, like even this Makebi Zulu, he thinks because of the body, people are going to feel for him. It is not possible. They can't even win it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, Nanaka. I think let's leave it there. Basically, the issue is it's nonsensical for people to agitate that or to suggest that we haven't buried because of HH. No. Ichitumbi chavalungu chava ku South Africa. HH wants Edgar Lungu to be buried in Zambia. That's all. No, family wants to buy, but can you watch everybody for kuchita? Everybody for kuchita kushika mu Zambia. But problem with the poya kwevati balatino kuisa mu Zambia. Balatino kuisa mu Zambia thinking to say ngabaisa bakabakaka. Makebi Zulu now is using Ichitumbi to campaign. That is the issue. That is the issue. So if there is anyone who wants to help, if there is anything that you want to talk about, it's to convince the family. Ukweba iseni. And that's why I'm saying Munir Zulu ngawa yako. Ukaeranda na vaesta ndiyo kuti vakumfuirako. And the HH Yumulanda, no, HH movie, HH alone for HH listens. So whatever issues they can be discussed. Even if the Lungu family wants somebody to help them, me I can help them. I can engage HH. We will HH Mulanda T. Hey, HH taka kwerere, HH taka kwerere. I want to tell you that I can talk to HH. I can talk to him now. I can't talk to him. What am I going to talk to him? It is the family. So in our family, if you come with a position to say this is our position, if you're mule Tina, kuti to alanda na HH, inewine kuti na alanda na HH, ndefo kumieva, inewine kuti na alanda na HH, and HH listens. Not if you want me Not if you want me HH alone for. Your precious nachipwa. I'm no longer picking cause. Anyway, thank you very much for following. I believe we will talk again on Wednesday if there won't be an issue that will arise before then. And thank you for all of you that have called in. Of course, I mean, I was not tolerating ama problems yenu but natotera sana for joining in. May God bless you and may God bless Zambia. Good night.